Elena had always believed her life followed a careful plan. Finish college, start her career, stay close to her family, and avoid risks that could break her heart. But plans have a strange way of falling apart when the right person appears at the wrong time. She met Daniel on a quiet October evening in a small coffee shop near the river. She had gone there to escape the noise in her apartment building, hoping to finish her assignment before midnight. But she didn't expect someone to sit across from her without asking. "Is this seat taken?" he asked, even though he was already halfway sitting down. Elena lifted her eyes. Daniel looked like the kind of man who carried storms behind his smile. Calm on the outside, but something inside him seemed restless. "It is now," she replied softly. That was how it began. Two strangers sharing a table, both pretending it was temporary. Chapter 1. A Spark in the Silence. Daniel wasn't like the people Elena usually met. He listened more than he talked. He asked questions that went deeper than the surface. What scares you the most? What's one thing you've never told anyone? What do you want your life to mean? She didn't know why she answered him. She just did. He told her he worked as a night security guard for a museum. "It's peaceful," he said. "I like hearing my own thoughts." A strange job for a man who looked like he belonged somewhere louder. They stayed in that cafe until closing time, the city's river lights reflecting through the windows. Before they parted, Daniel said, "Let's meet again. Same time tomorrow?" Alana nodded, unaware that she had just stepped into the beginning of something irreversible. Chapter 2. The Fear of Falling. Their meetings became routine. Coffee turned into long walks into late-night conversations, and conversations into shared silence that felt safe. But Elena noticed things: how Daniel avoided talking about his past, how he always checked his phone twice when it buzzed, how shadows deepened in his eyes whenever she mentioned the future. One evening, under the quiet blue street lamps, she asked, "Daniel, what are you not telling me?" He looked away. "Some people come into your life only to teach you what loss feels like." Her heart tightened. "Are you planning to leave?" "I don't want to, but life hasn't let me stay anywhere for long." 2 days passed with no message, no calls. Elena tried to convince herself it didn't matter, but she couldn't sleep. She couldn't eat. She couldn't stop thinking about the way Daniel said those last words. On the third night, she walked to the riverside, the place where they had shared their first real conversation. And there he was, sitting alone, head buried in his hands. "Elena," he breathed when he saw me. "I'm sorry. I thought pushing you away would protect you." She sat beside him. "You don't get to decide what I can handle. Let me choose." Daniel's voice cracked. "I'm scared. I'm scared that if you love me, you'll lose something you can't get back." She took his hands gently. "We all lose something when we fall in love, but we gain something too." A long silence settled between them before Daniel whispered, "I want to stay with you for as long as life allows." Elena leaned her head on his shoulder. "Then stay. We're under the same sky. We'll figure out the rest." The river moved quietly. The lights flickered across the water, and for the first time, Daniel allowed himself to believe that maybe, just maybe, some people were meant to stay.